Chapter 19, History. On the whiteboard, Mr. Schmidt writes, Attacks on American Soil. Beneath the header, he adds dates. April 18th, 1775, the Revolutionary War. Paul Revere was on a horse, and he said, "The British are coming, the British are coming," classmates yelled. "Is that really true?" asked Mr. Schmitz. Manny answers, "People just think he said that. His mission was top secret." June 18th, 1812, War of 1812. In 1814, the British invaded Washington, D.C., and, he points to Michael, they burned the White House to the ground. December 7th, 1941. "I know," says Stacia, waving her hand. "The Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor." Technically, Hawaii wasn't U.S. soil. It didn't become a state until 1959. But yes, Mr. Schmidt stops writing. The attack led to America's entry into the war. December 7th, 1941, World War II. Ben, Sabine, and me glance at each other. We know what's coming. I want to yell at Mr. Schmitz and tell him to stop. Maybe I shouldn't be learning this. I clench my hands. I have to learn this. It's part of my parents' world, my family's, which means it's part of me, isn't it? I shudder. Sabine is crying again, sniffling at her desk. Mr. Schmitz writes ever so slowly. February 26th, 1993, World Trade Center bombing. I'm surprised. I was expecting September 11th, 2001. Other attacks on American soil were by nations. This is the first transnational terrorist attack on the World Trade Center. You mean they tried to bring down the tower before, asked Stacia? Yes, it was a truck bomb. It failed. Mr. Schmitz turns back to the whiteboard. September 11th, 2001. He puts down the marker. His shoulders slump, and his back curves. No one says a word. Mr. Schmitz turns, looks like an even older Yoda. Al-Qaeda terrorists attacked the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. We call them terrorists because they are not representative of a single nation. Instead, they're ideologues. Sorry, don't know how to say that word. Here's what that means. Ideologies, are narrow-minded people incapable of independent thought and critical thinking. So, since 2001, America has been engaged in a new kind of war, a war on terror. Angel raises her hand. Why do they hate us? I can't help groaning. My head aches. Ben, his back ramrod straight, seems frozen, staring at the whiteboard. Sabine's elbows are on the desk. Her palms cover her eyes. Her fingertips touch her scarf. Mr. Schmitz isn't answering Angel's question. It's like his stomach is tied in knots. He's all choked up. I scowl. He should be tougher. Tell us the whole story. Behind my closed eyes, I see floors collapsing. Great gusts of gray dust, smoke rise. More seconds for the building to squash, layer by layer, with tumultuous roaring, everything and everyone. I'm sick of Mr. Schmitz, sick of what he and all those other Brooklyn teachers have to say. History is dead, not alive. It doesn't mean anything if they don't teach the whole story. In my mind, I see overlapping circles, connections. Me, family and friends, Americans. I see Ray's cutout dolls, 5 of us, Ray, Lita, me, and Pop. Pop is barely holding on. All 4 of us trying to raise him high. I'm angry. September 11th broke something in Pop. How come Pop never told me? Why isn't Mr. Schmitz telling me that? How can anybody hate my Pop, hate Americans so much? Fierce, I push against the desk. My chair clangs to the floor. I leave. I walk out. I don't like this school anymore. Deja! Mr. Schmidt's voice snaps at my heels. Chapter 20. Packed. I open my locker. There's nothing in it. I don't have a lock. Deja, I told Mr. Schmitz I'd find you. I slam the locker. I don't want to be found. Come on, outside. You'll feel better. I think I won't, but it's Ben asking with his glasses and wide blue eyes. He doesn't even blink. I want to tell him that I hate him. That would be a lie. I don't like your boots. Yeah, I know. They don't fit New York. Oh, Ben, I'm such a jerk. The school bell rings. Recess. Doors open and yelling, screaming kids dash everywhere. Come on! The schoolyard actually has equipment, swings, a sand pit, and a jungle gym. It's fun seeing the littlest kids run and play. Most 5th and 6th graders try to look cool. Stacia and Angel practice cheers. We don't have a team, but they practice anyway. Michael dunks a ball. Ben pulls me toward the chain link fence. There's picnic tables beneath huge oak trees. He sits on the table. So do I. We're not supposed to, but we do it anyway. My old school didn't have trees. In Arizona, trees are everywhere, even ones with green trunks. Mesquite. They're green cacti, too. I thought Arizona was a brown desert. It is, but it's like a layer cake. Brown earth or rock on the bottom, green trees, then blue sky. Did you know cacti bloom flowers? Every color except blue. We've even got roadrunners. Like in the cartoon? Kinda, and javelinas. What's that? Like big pigs. Sabine sees us from afar. She's standing still. I can tell she's thinking whether she should walk over. Me and Ben watch her. Palm open, she lifts her hand. Ben does the same, like we're in a secret club with energy passing between our hands. Sabine nods, turns toward the sandbox kids. She likes helping 2nd and 3rd graders build castles. It's not so bad here in the schoolyard. Weird. This is the best my life has been in a long while. No worry about getting poor, falling down the ladder. We're already at bottom. Can't get any worse. I've got friends, good teachers. I like Brooklyn Collective Elementary. Am I going to mess things up? Ben, I've got to go see it. I've got to walk across that bridge. Ben stares at his boots. Folks did that, walked out in New York, over the bridge. Well, I'm going in. It'll take all day. I don't care. Pop worked in the tower. There's nothing to see, Deja, Ben whispers. There's that new building. I'll see that. The Freedom Tower. It's called the Freedom Tower. How do you know so much? My dad talks about the towers all the time. It's why he joined the Marines, why he went to Afghanistan. I rub my forehead. It hurts. Too much information. Too many pictures. Cloud my mind. Wait until Saturday, Deja. I can't. It's only 2 more days. Saturday, I'll have to bring Ray and Lita. I inhale deeply. I'm going to skip school. I've never done it before, honest, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. Head slowly bobbing, Ben declares, I'm coming with you. We'll take the subway. I don't have any money. I've got money. Sure, rich boy. Ben elbows me. Don't be mean. I'm sorry, I am. My dad was going to come to New York for my birthday. You had a birthday? He sent me $50. Mom says he loves somebody else. Not a kid. A grown-up. He might get another wife. I want to hug Ben, but he might think I like him. Like him. I just like him. I pat his back. I'm sorry, Ben. On the last pat, I let my hand stay for a few seconds. I can feel the bones in Ben's back. He's thin, a cross between a sidekick cowboy and a weak soldier, but he's strong inside. Ben pushes his glasses high onto his nose. I'll meet you at 9 a.m. After school starts. We'll take the subway. I'll buy lunch. Thanks, Ben. It would have taken hours to walk. He grins. Too bad we don't have a horse. Trust you on a horse? Ben lightly punches my shoulder. You'd get me thrown off. I run. Ben chases me. Sabine, help! I yell. She stands, waving. I stop. Ben crashes into me. We both laugh. I pull my arms. I twist, dash. He catches me like crazy windmills. The two of us smack each other's palms. It's been weeks since we've acted silly. Is this growing up? Less silliness? Maybe I'm already grown, even though my body's small. All I know is I'm more grown than my parents and teachers think I am. What I feel and know and my body don't match. It isn't just the video's fault. It's my whole life. I'm 11 next year. I've got to know enough to help Ray and Lita, to help Pop. Chapter 21, Field Trip. I didn't lie, just told Mom and Pop, off to school. And I am. I make sure to keep my hoodie up and my chin down. I hope nobody recognizes me. I skip across the school steps on my way to the subway. There, 5 skips worth. I was at school. I stuffed my hands in my pockets. It's mid-October. Ma says she's getting going to find me a coat at Goodwill. We haven't gone yet. Pop's worse. He sleeps all the time. Ma says Pop is depressed. When she's not working, he stays in our room, making sure he eats. When she's not working, yeah. Dragging him by the hand to the cafeteria.